Hello and welcome back to the Left Turn Cup Series presented by NASCAR Talk America. I am your host, Left Turn Central, here for the 9th race of the season here at Martinsville Speedway. It should be a great day for some short track racing here, and I'm really excited. It should be a fun race for sure. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Luckily, we now have the beauty of background sound, so you can actually hear the engines. We didn't have that until just now. I also took away the line, the racing line, and finally, I fixed my OBS for some reason and moved it over. So it's been a rough first 8 races for the broadcast, but we're finally starting to get it together. But first of all, let's go ahead and get into our favorites of the day. And that is obviously your pole sitter in the 20, Tony Stewart. He already has a win at Daytona. He got close to a win at Darlington. He's looking to get a win here at Martinsville. He has a fast car. Also, you got to look at Mark Martin, who's looking to get his first win, and Jeff Gordon, who's looking to get his third. Without further ado, Tony Stewart takes us to the green flag here at Martinsville. My apologies for the pause there, but Tony Stewart holds off a hungry Jeff Gordon, who was on his inside. He's actually able to hold him off on the outside, something we have not seen much of this season. But Tony Stewart goes to a little lead. Looks like actually Mark Martin's going to make a pass on the outside, so maybe the outside is the way to go. Looks like Jeff Gordon tried to get up there, but Matt Kenseth was there. And, yeah, pretty smooth sailing here for Tony Stewart so far. But I will note that the 6 car looks pretty fast as well as we start looking back in the field. And actually, there's a caution on the track. We have a caution out on the track. We're going to go ahead and figure this out. We'll go into an instant replay once I find out what happened. Turn your attention to these two right here. Rookie Greg Biffle in the 16 and Kevin Harvick, who's had a rough season. He was in 17th at the time. Here is where the incident happens. And just go ahead and watch and take from it what you will. I mean, pretty straightforward. Maybe some frustration from the 16 there. Look at Kyle Petty. Great save. Great save by Ricky Craven here. If you watch that 32 right there. Gets right out of the way. A great save there by the 32. Unfortunately, the 45 and 5 were both collected in there. Maybe even the 18, both Labontes. And unfortunate wreck. We're going to froze. There we go. So actually, let's go ahead and really quick. Let's go on board with that 32. I want to see the evasive action he made right there. I mean, that was something right there. Let's go on board with him. It's into the cockpit view, brought to you by the Beast 9696 on Twitch. Go ahead and check him out down below in the description there. He does a lot of cool stuff on there. And let's go ahead and let's see what happened here. Well, look at it. He swerved to that inside. A great save there by Ricky Craven. And I don't know. I don't expect much less from a veteran of the sport. Let's go ahead and go back to Tony Stewart. And let's go ahead and let's fast forward a little bit here. It looks like they kind of just... Oh, yeah, well, obviously they raced back to the yellow. I don't know what I was thinking there. And since I had to pause it... Oh, wow, it looks like there was a little bit of something happening up there as they were trying to get back into line. Looks like there might have been some contact, some damage made in that process. The thing about Martinsville is these laps go by fast. We're already 5 laps into the race, and speaking of that, I'm going to use that to kind of speed our way through here. Are the lights still on? Yes, they are. There we go. Lights are out on the pace car. We need to slow it down here. And we're going to be going green this time. And look at this. This top three, I wanted to say that before. It kind of went a little fast for me. Really, this top 4, 5, I would say, have been the top 5 championship contenders. They all have competed for wins. So it's a pretty stacked top 5, if you ask me. And we're about to see them all go racing here as we go on lap number 8. We are back green here at Martinsville. Don't worry, I'm not going to mute my mic here. It's just so nice that you guys can now hear the engines. I apologize for that. And look, right off the bat, Jeff Gordon looks to the inside of Mark Martin. I think he's going to get that position. Maybe not. Martin fights back on the outside. The outside is an option here. Not very common to see somebody fight back on the outside in today's Martinsville. But it looks like back in 2003, that outside was a legitimate option as we see that 6 car. It looks like the 24 is going to get him in the turn, but that 6 gets a run off the outside and is able to hold him in. A great side-by-side battle by these two. As Tony Stewart isn't eons away. He's not necessarily far as the 6 finally gets the position, and now we see the 24 battling the 17 for position now. Now the 6 seems to have the car that can catch up to that 20. So we'll see how that turns out, but we'll stay looking at this battle here between the 17 and 24. Here comes the 8 and 9. There's Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott still fifth place in the point standings to this point. Oh, tries to clear him. 24 tries to clear Matt Kenseth, but he didn't have the room and comes back down to the inside. And this is some great racing going on here. I think the 24 is finally going to clear him, and he does. Now we got Dale Jr. Looked like he was going to go to the inside. We got Awesome Bill from Dawsonville fighting him. There's the 45 of Kyle Petty you just saw there. There he is right there. Got a lot of damage on that hood. I think he's going right back down pit road. We're going to go ahead and go back and look at this battle between the 8 and the 9. Between Bill Elliott and Dale Jr. And looks like Kurt Busch might be joining in on the battle. Looks like just like Martinsville is in real life right now. It always has been there's always a battle on here. As now we go to a battle between maybe Kurt. Nope, looks like he's going to come back in, and it to the inside goes Dale Jr. Nice little crossover move, if that's what you call it, I guess. And he's now to the inside of Bill Elliott, and he might be able to make that inside work. I don't know. Just the run you get off the outside is really, I did not expect it to be as big of a factor here today. It looks like the 6 may be catching the 20. We stay looking at this battle between the 97 and 8, and I think, no, he's not quite got him yet. He might, nope. It looks like he's going to clear him off exit, but the run off the outside, he's back even with them, and it's a great battle. Just great watching battles here. There's a 0. Looks like he was damaged in the wreck as well, or maybe that might have been a different wreck. I'm not sure. Here is Dale Jr., a solid season at this point. He already has a win at Las Vegas. Kurt Busch, of course, has a win at Darlington as well. So two winners here trying to get a position. I believe this is for the top 5. Yes, it is. I want to check in our leaders here, see if they show up when they go to this angle. Looks like they're still single file. There's Ryan Newman, another person. A lot of guys today. You know, this top 7 has really been, I'd say, the most consistent drivers in the league so far. So kind of cool to see them all running up front. There's Rusty Wallace. He has a win at Bristol. As this group finally pans out, let's take a look at this lead here. It's like the 20, the 6, and the 24, really all the way back to the 9. All of them are about the same, just about 1 car length, if maybe half a car length between each of them. Just can't really seem to get any headway. As Tony Stewart has led every lap to this point, we are at lap number 18 of 75 here at Martinsville. These laps go by quick. Not as quick as Bristol, but still go by fairly quick. And we're going to go ahead and look back in the field, see what our top 10 is looking like. Here's Ryan Newman. Looks like he might try and make a move on Dale Jr. Rusty Wallace. Jimmy Spencer. He sits in 10th place. Had to make sure he wasn't a lapped car. He's up. He's having a great day. I remember he had a pretty good day over there at Talladega. Earned himself a top 5 or top 10. Now he finds himself in the top 10 at Martinsville. So a great string of races. Maybe he's riding on some momentum now. There's Jeff Burton in 11th. I want to check in, see there's still no battle. There's Kyle Petty. He's still on pit road. And looks like nothing much going on here as for the battle of the lead but the 20 is starting to get a little close to some lap traffic here, which could definitely make things interesting. There's a 0. The 0 and 45 just keep on coming on and off pit road. And the 20 actually did gap the 6 there. He's opened it up to about a car length and a half. Remember the 5 of Terry Labonte as 20 gets to his inside. The 5 actually was caught up in that earlier wreck. I'm not sure if the 4 was, but he also was missing the hood, so I guess he was as well. And the lap traffic settles in. Lap traffic has probably caused the most interesting battles of the season to this point. I mean, I could list off a bunch of different scenarios that have played out so far that have caused somebody who we thought was going to win, especially that Mark Martin there in the 6. But it just caused them not to finish it off. But Stewart has been able to hold the lead to this point. At this point, I mean, it's not like the 6 is going to be able to pass him on the outside with there being cars there. So Stewart doesn't have to really worry about it yet. But stuck behind this 4, looks like he's going to try the outside here. Now he'll be side by side with the 6, so it's really dependent upon which lapped car gets going. It kind of looked like he might have thought about taking it 3 wide there. Now the 6 is going to get the advantage as the 4 is able to. Oh, we got a wreck, and that's got the 24 in it, and the 9. A lot of drivers here. I'm assuming that's going to be a caution, and it is. Wow, a huge wreck taking out some top 5 drivers right there. And that is going to be big. We're going to go ahead and get you an instant replay here. All right, watch the 24 of Jeff Gordon here. It looks like frustration, I would say, maybe settles in here and just kind of bites him in the neck here. He shoves the 162. Maybe the 162 comes back down into him. But he spins him, gets into the 24. And then the 9 gets into the 12. But we've seen Jeff Gordon back at Texas. Obviously, he won that race, got caught up in a late wreck with Elliott Sadler, and got off scot-free. So I've thought for sure he would. It looks like there might be actually more contact between the 2 back there. Jimmy Spencer, just a lot of shakeups. Let's say that. And trying to see the 24 doesn't have much damage. The 9 has some side damage. I'm not sure if they'll have to pit for that. Looks like the 12 maybe definitely has some. But again, this is a track in Martinsville that I don't think it's a huge disadvantage to have some damage. It's not obviously an aero-dependent track. There's Kyle Petty who decided to bless us with his bumped up hood, but as the cars go around him. But I want to point out, Mark Martin is now your leader. After Tony Stewart led about 20 laps, he was able to get to the inside of him, maneuver. Instead of being the one to lose the lead to the lap traffic, he actually gained it. And that's pretty cool. But as we are under caution, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break of the event. And assuming there's no pit stops, I'll go ahead and see you guys when we go green.
Today, I would like to give a shout out to one of my partners and good friends, the Beast9696, as he now has a Twitch channel, or he's had it for quite a while. I don't know why I said now, but he has a Twitch channel, and he has a lot of cool stuff like Apex Legends. He does Assassin's Creed Origins, and he does plenty more. Those are just the 2 that I've probably seen him do the most, but he does a lot more. He might even do NASCAR at times. I'm not sure. But he has a great channel. You guys should go and type that link in your browser once you're done with this, or you can open a new tab or something like that. Type that link in, or you can look down below in the description in the partners section of our description, and you can find him there. But I highly recommend go watching him. He's definitely a great streamer. He's been on the grind. He was a Mixer streamer before Mixer died, and moved over to Twitch. So he's kind of trying to regain his footing that he had over at Mixer. So be sure to go check him out. And thank you, Beast, for being a partner.
The lights are out in the pace car, and that means we are going to go green this time. And all your drivers, the 24, the 9, the 8, the 12, all your drivers who were caught up in that wreck stayed out. So they will see if that affects their driving. But that has allowed the 97 to gain quite a few spots now. But we'll see if that affects their speed, if they're still able to run up front. But here we go, as Mark Martin will lead us to go back green. We got a couple lapped cars there on the inside. We'll see if that affects anything. And we're green here at Martinsville. 6 easily. Maybe not so easily. A run by the 5, who is lacking a hood there. But finally, he gets around these lap cars. It's like Jeff Gordon got stuck behind those guys. Jeff Burton definitely benefited from it because he was earlier. He was out of the top 10, like an 11th, maybe 12th. He's now in the top 5, so he definitely benefited from this caution. We did also have Ricky Craven and Ward Burton. They pit during the caution. I'm not sure if that means they're going to try and stretch the fuel and see if they can get a fuel strategy win. I don't know. I don't know if that could actually happen. We're at what? They probably took fuel at about lap 28 of 75. So it's just something I guess we'll have to wait and see. And Tony Stewart, just about half a car length behind your leader, the number 6. The 17 sits a little bit farther behind. And those lap cars are holding up some traffic here, but I don't really want to. I want to see if this lead. I feel like Tony Stewart will stay at arm's length here. So let's look at this battle for third right here between Kurt Busch and Matt Kenseth, 2 Roush teammates. A little damage there on the rear of the 97, but like I said, we are here at Martinsville where damage is not that big of a deal. You can still win a race if you got some damage, and looks like 3 Roush cars right there, or 4 really if you talk your leader Mark Martin. You got the 97 and 17. If you look a little farther back, there's the 99. So 4 Roush cars in the top 5. I believe the top 5 or just the top 6. Yeah, top 5. This battle between the 97 and 17, it's a beauty to watch here. But it looks like this lap traffic. No, the 0. Okay, the 0 and 45. That's what Kyle Petty is. Yeah, see right there. They just keep on. They're just going down, get pittance, and coming back out, make a little half lap, go back down pit road. And I guess they're having their own little race individually. We'll check on that, I guess, later on. See who gets the win on that race. But finally, the 97 of Kurt Busch has cleared Matt Kenseth and sits in 3rd place. Looking up at the lead here, Tony Stewart's gained even more. So he may have the faster car here, but it's not by great lengths to where he can really get around him, because it isn't easy to pass here. There's Jeff Burton there in the 99. 24 of Jeff Gordon, where he's the cause of the wreck. There's Bill Elliott. He was caught up in there. Dale Jr., it looks like he is tanked. He was, I believe, caught up in that wreck. Let's see where Dale has fallen to. He has fallen from grace. He sits in 11th place. I don't know if he was caught up in it or not. But I mean, obviously he was in the position to, but he doesn't appear to have any damage on his car. So maybe something to do with the lap cars. He's got the short end of the stick with those guys. But he sits outside the top 10 now, and there's a lot of shuffling around going on back there. Wow, a lot of shuffling around going on behind him. And also, I do want to clarify, as I see Jeff Green, I have been praising him so much. I didn't realize he drove for RCR, but I would like to point out that he is doing leaps upon bounds better than his teammate Kevin Harvick, who, remember, he was caught up in a wreck early, so he may not even be in the race. So no stroke of luck for that team. But you got to give a huge shout out to Jeff Green, who is kind of carrying the torch for the team right now. there's some great all-around racing. There's nobody to really focus on. We can look at this kind of 5-car battle between a lapped car, 23 of Kenny Wallace, Dale Jr., another lapped car, Terry Labonte, and then there's a 0 going down pit road again. The 12 of Ryan Newman and the 2 Blue Deuce of Rusty Wallace. But I do want to check in on our leaders here real quick. As the 6 has been passed, or as the 20 pit. I believe the 20 may have pit. Let's take a look here. No, there's the 20. I guess I'm just blind. Did I not? I'm sorry if I'm just so blind I didn't even see the 20 there. But now the 97 of Kurt Busch. He's battling for second place here with Tony Stewart. Does he have the speed? He's got some damage there on the rear, but as I've reiterated this entire race, damage doesn't really make that big of a difference. Oh, the 0's going to stay out. The 0 stayed out, guys. Holy crap. We still got the 45 down there, but the 0 has finally stayed out. And we have a caution. Caution on the track here. I think, yeah, Kurt Busch definitely had the position there, but we'll go ahead and check in and see what was the cause of the caution. There was a lot of racing, I guess you could say, going on in the back, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happened in that kind of pack that was, oh, yeah, I would say, because these guys have spread out for some reason. So I'll get to the bottom of it and we'll see you when I do. All right, so keep an eye on the 43 of John Andretti, as he will be the reason for our caution. Well, he's not necessarily the reason, but he was a part of it. You see the 15 here is really the main reason. Just looks like he was on his inside. The 43 came down and just couldn't get off him and spun out. Not sure if he collected anybody. It doesn't look like he collected anybody, but did bring out the caution really quick. Let's take a look at the 15's angle of it. We're going to go to the cockpit cam presented by the Beast 9696. Be sure to go check out his Twitch channel. Link in the description. We'll actually go to the. Actually, I wanted to go to the 15 because he's the one that turned him. Why am I here? He's not even. All right, where's the 15? There's 15 of Michael Waltrip. Let's just take a look here. I mean, the 43 just kept on coming down, but I don't know if he had any other option. And he brought out the caution there. So unfortunate happening there for the 43, who we have not heard much from this season. And that'll probably be his race, I would say. Or, I mean, I guess there wasn't too much damage. He might be able to salvage the car. But anyways, kind of interested to see how this restart goes, as we saw the 97 definitely show some speed. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and go to our second commercial break of the night. And yeah, so I'll see you guys either when we go green or for caution pit stops. So see you guys later.
Alright, so I got another advertisement for ads here. If you guys want to see your ad placed in this spot right here so you don't have to see my beautiful face, let me know down below in the comments. You can also DM me on Twitter at LFC99, I believe, or the link is probably in the description. And you can also look at me on Discord, LFC, #4943, and I also have a Discord server in the description, so you guys can look at, you guys can tell me on there. But you have plenty of places. Just let me know what you guys want me to advertise. It can be a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, whatever you guys want me to advertise. And yeah, let's get back to the race.
All right, so we are at lap 46 of 75 here. Still no pit stops. There were a couple more takers, a little bit more than last time, and you can legitimately make it from this point. So we're going to have to see if those guys are able to get the win here. But as you can see, Jimmy Johnson finds himself a lap down. Not sure, or maybe pit. I don't know. But Ricky Craven, he's in the 22 back there. They are people that pit during the first caution, so I don't know if they came back down or what happened. But I did notice a couple people on pit road. I didn't get the numbers exactly, but Here we go as we come to the front straightaway. The 6 of Mark Martin will lead us to the green. Should be interesting to see some capable cars there on the inside that can actually give you a legitimate battle. And I believe the 48 and 32 both have fresher tires. We go 3 wide at Martinsville. Ricky Craven forces it 3 wide. We got a car spinning in the background. I have a feeling that might be a caution. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, it is a caution. Wow, what a crazy start there. I think the 32 might have gotten his lap back. We'll see if he gets his lap back here. Yes, he will. The 32 gets his lap back and goes 3 wide for the lead. That is something that we do not see every day at Martinsville. We'll try maybe get a replay of that, and we'll also get a replay of your wreck. And all right, watch the 162 here. You saw him spin, so that'll obviously be the source of your caution here. I think all 3 of them, I was going to say maybe it's a unlapped car that just got frustrated, but I think the 18 is the one that spins them here, and he is definitely a lapped car. Yep, just kind of the same incident that just happened here. I don't know, did anybody get collected? Doesn't look like. Oh, the 25 gets collected. The 43 was already in a wreck, but he got collected. And whatever car that is there on the outside, maybe the 29. Oh, the 29 might get spun here. Wow! The 162 just completely goes into the 29. Maybe a little frustration there. Still got some wrecks going on here. Wow! Some more wrecks going on between the 43. Just all these guys are guys who've been caught up in wrecks already, and they just get caught up in yet another wreck. So, yeah, rough race for these guys, but I'm very interested to see how Ricky Craven turns out, because he just pit. We got some pack racing here on the back straightaway. The 16 goes into the wall. I think there's some issues with getting back into formation. I'm not sure. Go ahead and go to the 6. As he leads the field. And don't worry, we won't go to commercial break this time since we really just came off of a caution. But I'm going to try and go to commercial break during cautions now, since they're a thing in this game, actually. But let's see, nobody I think elects to pit here. We're actually going to go ahead and skip a lap, if you guys don't mind. I think most people, it looks like, decided to stay out. I don't see anybody going down pit road. Oh, we're green here. Back up to the front of the field. I'm interested to see how that strategy of pitting works out, as we got a lot of people on the inside here. Obviously, Ricky Craven, he was able to get his lap back, and he has fresher tires. He has fuel, I believe, to make it to the end. So I think Ricky Craven might work his way into a nice fuel victory win here as a fuel victory win. What? Fuel saving, or I don't know, you guys get what I mean here, but the 48's on fresher tires, so I don't understand. Oh, the pace car comes out and wrecks the field. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I'm assuming that means there's another caution, right? Yeah, there's another caution. Looks like a wreck fest here in Martinsville. But the pace car tried wrecking him. I don't know why I'm still staying here, but we'll go ahead and figure it out. I'm feeling I know where it might be those guys who were wrecking earlier, but all right, we have a lot of stuff going on here. Watch the 67 here first, and I'm just going to quickly go to our next thing. First, right off the green, the 67 gets turned. Moving on up, the 1 here is in between 2 cars. He gets turned by the 18 and 31. But I think the caution was already out at that point. Maybe he slowed down and got into it. But geez, old Pete, it is a wreck fest here. And Ricky Craven. Oh, Ricky Craven might have a little damage there. I don't know. They might have damage turned off like during cautions or something, because I noticed that. Here's the 1. His day is quite possibly done. So let's go ahead and get back up to the front of the field. A little pile up there. Front of the field would be Mark Martin. I'm trying to catch up, I guess, to the leader here. I'll just go ahead and skip over. There's a 67 Boar said. There's a 1. Are we green? No, there we go. Now we're finally under caution conditions. This game is beautiful, I gotta tell you. I mean, it's still better than NASCAR heat, I guess. I guess that's a fact. But Mark Martin, this thing just keeps on going to cautions. He doesn't have to worry too much about losing his position. Might work out in his favor. Oh, we had a lot of people pit, I think. Is that people pitting? Yeah, a lot of people went down pit road there. Looks like Jeff Gordon. I don't know. This is a one big cluster, let me tell you. I'm kind of lost. Go ahead and go another lap. Looks like this will be the lap where we finally go back green. Lap 59 at 75. Maybe there is no pitting. Maybe pitting's not a requirement. As the 6 and 97 at least have not done it. I know that as a fact that 24 has pit, but it looks like these guys behind him haven't pitted. So we'll have to wait and see, as it looks like these are the only lead lap cars left out, huh? Jeremy Mayfield, I see Jimmy Spencer. A lot of cars a lap down. Let's go ahead and, sorry, I'm gonna pause real quick. I want to see. 29 pit road. That's not really what I meant. All these cars on pit, these are cars I believe pit. So a lot of cars pit. I don't know if that's for damage or if it's for strategy. It's just something we have to wait and see on as we go back through the field once again, because I'm a little slow in the head. Come on, go back, moving at least. As we come to the green flag. Sorry if that kind of hurt your eyes. Here we go. Back to the green flag. Jimmy Johnson a lap down on the inside. Mark Martin, your leader, on the outside. And Johnson, I mean, he has the fresher tires, so he will get the position here. I think it's gotten to the point where the tires do actually matter. And around goes the 922. And do I even have to replay? I think it's literally the same thing that's happened about 5 times. But we don't, because we are currently under green flag conditions. How in the hell are we under green flag conditions when that wreck earlier was definitely a lot nicer, that caused the caution, than the one that I saw happen before me? But that's a rough break for Tony Stewart getting caught up in that. I don't even know who's on the lead lap, who's not, but I know the 48 is not, and he's going to kind of divide. Oh, the 6 gets loose, I believe, in that turn. He might have touched the 48 or something. But the 6 is kind of running away with this. He's got the 97, though. Can he get around the 48 with ease? I don't know. 97 is the only challenger to Mark Martin. I want to see who's the closest one on the lead lap. This is weird. It just keeps on changing the... Looks like 27's a lap down in 11th. The first person on the lead lap that's not the 2 leaders is Dale Jarrett, and Michael Waltrip's 30th place. The pace car, I think, or no, that's the pace car. That's Kyle Petty. There's Rusty Wallace. We're not going to do it through the field today. It's too chaotic of a race. There's Jeremy Mayfield in 5th. That's a career day for him. There's Tony Stewart. He got caught up in the wreck, but he's in 6th. And yeah, just a cluster of stuff. I think that was Jeff Green there in 7th. Shout out to him, carrying the torch for RCR this season. And actually, no, never mind. That's the 48, not the 6. The 6, as the 48 and 97 battle, has gained quite a bit of a lead here, 65 to 75. I'm going to assume they're not going to just BS, just everybody that stayed out pit in like the last lap like Talladega, but I mean, that's not out of the question here. Stranger things have happened, but the 6, I mean, he was leading at Talladega. He was leading at Las Vegas. He was leading at Bristol. And in all three of those times, despite the fact that it looked like he had that thing in the bag, something happened and he lost it. So I'm not gonna count my chickens or count my eggs just yet. I'm not gonna put anything on Mark Martin, but we know that man is hungry for a win. He has been yearning for one, not earning. He has wanted one for a long time, and it's taken 9 races to do it, but it's not done yet. Or it's taken so far 9 races. I kind of worded that weird. Especially when you consider the fact that the 97 is on his tail. He gained considerably that lap. Unfortunately, the 45 decided to make his 2-lap appearance on the track and go, or 2-second appearance on the track and go in there. I think had that 45 in waste of talent, Kyle Petty not decided to. I'm just kidding. Come on to the track. I think that 97 would have gotten to the inside of the 6. That doesn't matter. Here he comes again. Kurt Busch looking to get his 2nd win of the season as he battles Mark Martin for the lead. He looks to the inside. I think he's got the faster car here. Wow, just as I was just thinking maybe Mark Martin could get it, he's side by side for a win again. Can Kurt Busch steal Mark Martin's thunder and make him lose for the 4th time this season? Wow, Mark Martin fan or not, you gotta feel bad for this 6 team. Like I said, I mean it's not a done deal yet, but can't he just get an easy one? Why does he gotta make it so hard on himself? But he's not. I mean, it's not a done deal. We got 6 laps to go. They are side by side for the lead here, and there is no preferred line. That outside works just as much as the inside. Just neither one can clear each other. This should definitely be interesting. It could definitely be a side by side finish even. As Zero's making his pace lap on the inside on the pit road. Oh, the 6 cleared? No, he's not. No, he's not. That 97 pulled a little something there. And he looks like they both just almost clear each other in their respective areas of the track, but never can quite get the deal done. Looks like the 6 didn't get quite as good of a run there, and it might spell trouble. Is the 97 going to clear him? Yes, he does. Kurt Busch clears Mark Martin, and with 4 laps to go, he is your leader at Martinsville. But don't count Martin out just yet. Plenty of time for him to make a move on Kurt Busch and get his first win of the season. But he's going to have to do it now. There is no time to waste. Kurt Busch. Let's talk about this man. He starts the Daytona 500. He finishes in last or second to last place, and ever since then, I don't think there's been a race where he has been, not in the top 10. He is definitely putting his stamp on this season. Like I said, you got to feel bad for that 6 team. 4 races now in their grasp. That it appears this one will be the 4th race that he once again loses in the last seconds of the race, mostly to a faster car. So this 6 team needs to figure out how they can get that long run speed, and maybe then they'll finally get their first win. But that is not who we're talking about today or right now. Actually, that 6 is gaining. That lap traffic did slow down that 97. It's not over yet. It's definitely not over till it's over. But here we go as the 97 leads us to our white flag presented by NASCAR Manager Sim League. But the 97 did get a nice little lead there on the front straightaway. He comes on to the back straightaway. There's Kevin Harvick, somebody who had a rough day, has had a rough season, of course, but had a against him at the start. But as he comes out of turn number 4, Kurt Busch will win his 2nd race of the season here at Martinsville. What a race. What a race. A wreck fest until the end. And then we had Mark Martin and Kurt Busch pull away. I know I'm supposed to talk about Kurt Busch and just what a great race. What a great win for him, of course, as he becomes the 2nd ever driver to win 2 races in the Left Turn Cup Series. Of course, Jeff Gordon being the first. But I got to talk about Mark Martin, man. Another second place finish for him. It's got to feel bad. It's got to be a tough run for him and his fan base. And that's tough. That's really all I can say. Nothing much else. Hopefully he's able to finally break through. I'm really rooting for him. I never was a Mark Martin fan, but I really do be rooting for him right now. As I can recap, Las Vegas, Bristol, and Talladega, all races where he led. And Talladega, obviously, the dumb pit strategy. If you look at Bristol, Rusty Wallace came out of nowhere. Las Vegas, Dale Jr. came out of nowhere. So rough go for it for Mark Martin so far. But as we move on, let's look at our results here. Only 10 people finished on the lead lap. Jimmy Spencer, Jeff Green. Wow, Jeff Green, just the consistency out of this dude. Robbie Gordon, Bill Elliott, Jeremy Mayfield, Rusty Wallace, Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin, and Kurt Busch. Unfortunate ending there for the 6 team. But Kurt Busch, that 97 team, has been fast, and they now have 2 wins on the season. Let's go ahead and see how this affects the point standings. I'm sure this definitely helps him. And we had a lot of contenders kind of not have good finishes, so we'll have to see how this goes. We got Jimmy Johnson, still your points leader by just 1 point on Tony Stewart. So if Tony Stewart would have finished, not got caught up in that wreck, finishes in the top 5, you know, he could very well be in the points lead right now. But Bill Elliott, he's 90 points out, but he still is in 3rd place in points. It's just it's just really just showing just how consistent he's been so far this season, along with Matt Kenseth in 4th. Jeff Gordon 5th, Ryan Newman 6th, Jeff Burton in 7th, Dale Jarrett 8th, Rusty Wallace 9th, and Mark Martin in 10th. And that's just, but I like to point out that to find our winner here, a 2-time winner on the season at that, you have to go out to 12th place to find Kurt Busch. So he still has a long way to go, 240 points out of the lead. He has a long way to go if he wants to capture a championship, but this team definitely seems to be clicking now. He just what Kurt Busch needs to do is he needs to just finish races and get results, and he's done that. He's got 2 wins, of course, but when he's not running in the top 10, he's got a 42nd place finish. He's got an outside the top 30 finish, and that is really what's dragging him down right now. And same for Mark Martin. That's why he's down in 10th, despite finishing second a lot. All of his top 5s are top 10, or all of his top 10s are top 5s. Got that backwards. So, but if you look down here even farther, there's that, and I want to go ahead and scroll down all the way to 40th place. Let you guys look at that real quick. There's your 21st through 40th. Go ahead and pause if you want to look at that. And then finally, we got our 41st through 60th. And where's Todd Bodine? I wanted to look at him real quick. Hey, Brett Bodine. I don't know why I said Todd. Brett Bodine finally got in the top 40. But that will do it here for the Left Turn Cup Series at Martinsville. Next race we got is at California, or Auto Club, of course. So great race, though, at Martinsville. Definitely enjoyed that one. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, who you guys have and all of that. And I hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you guys want to keep up with the series. We're already 10 races in, or I guess 9 races in. Next one will be 10 races. And it's been a lot of fun to do. I enjoy it so much. And I was glad I was able to kind of fix some stuff that was wrong in the previous ones. But that's all I got. So see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah, stop wasting my time trying to get mine, get out the way.